There were emotional scenes prior to the Belgian Grand Prix on Sunday as the family of Anthoine Hubert observed a minute's silence for the Formula 2 driver. Hubert was killed in a fatal accident during the F2 race at the same Spa-Francorchamps circuit on Saturday. His mother and brother held Hubert's racing helmet on the grid as they gathered for the tribute along with drivers and racing staff. Among the mourners were Michael Schumacher's son Mick, who consoled Hubert's brother. A video paying tribute to the Frenchman was played on screens around the circuit at 14:53 local time before the race start at 15:10. The supporting Formula 3 series, which shares the same paddock with Formula 2, will also hold a minute's silence before the start of its second race on Sunday. The crash that killed Hubert took place on the second lap of Saturday's race, which was later abandoned following the incident. Hubert had already gone off into the barriers when Juan Manuel Correa, unable to avoid the Frenchman, collided with his Arden car at high speed at the exit of the track's fast right-hand corner. Correa, who suffered fractures to both his legs and a minor spinal injury, has had surgery and is resting in intensive care. Mourners from across the world of racing have shared messages of condolence following Hubert's death. Former Formula 1 driver Jenson Button tweeted, "Devastating news from Spa today. The super-talented Anthoine Hubert succumbed to his injuries after an accident in today's F2 race. Rest in peace, champion." Button made his comments while retweeting a post from TV presenter Jake Humphrey, formerly the BBC's face of Formula 1, for which Formula 2 acts as a feeder championship. Humphrey described Hubert's death as heartbreaking, adding, "He was just 22, a huge talent and real racer. Utterly tragic." Current driver Max Verstappen said he was absolutely shocked by the tragic news. "Terrible," he tweeted. "My thoughts are with him and his family, friends, team and loved ones." Brazilian driver Felipe Massa, who survived an accident described as life-threatening when driving in F1 for Ferrari and is now with Venturi in Formula E, said he was deeply shocked and saddened by the loss of such a young talent. Constructors such as Mercedes, Honda and Williams also shared messages of condolence for the family, friends and colleagues of Hubert, who raced for the British-owned Arden team. Lewis Hamilton said, "This is devastating. God rest your soul, Anthoine. My prayers and thoughts are with you and your family today. If a single one of you watching and enjoying this sport think for a second what we do is safe, you're hugely mistaken. All these drivers put their life on the line when they hit the track, and people need to appreciate that in a serious way because it is not appreciated enough. Not from the fans nor some of the people actually working in the sport. Anthoine is a hero as far as I'm concerned, for taking the risk he did to chase his dreams. I'm so sad that this has happened. Let's lift him up and remember him. Rest in peace, brother." It is the first death at a Formula 1 race since Ayrton Senna and Roland Ratzenberger were killed in 1994 at Imola in Italy. Jules Bianchi was seriously injured at the Japanese Grand Prix in October 2014 and died from his injuries in July the following year.